They changed the locks while I was at work. Find your own place, freeloader. Dad texted. I texted back screenshots of 5 years of rent payments I'd been making, then called the landlord. I got the message right as I ended my shift at the grocery store, still standing by the time clock with tired feet and a sour taste in my mouth. At first, I honestly thought it was a joke. My dad liked to teach lessons, even when no lesson was needed. But when I pulled into the driveway that night and my old house key just spun uselessly in the lock, something in me snapped. The porch light was on, but the curtains were shut tight. It looked like someone inside was holding their breath, waiting for me to leave. I tried calling Dad, Mom, even my sister. No answer. I sat on the steps, scrolling through my bank statements, feeling stupid, feeling used. 5 years of transfer after transfer, every single month on time, labeled house payment just the way Dad told me to write it. I screenshotted all of it, stitched it together, and sent it back. His reply came 2 minutes later. Don't twist this. We said you could stay while you got on your feet, not forever. On my feet. I've been paying nearly half the mortgage without ever seeing my name on anything. I never complained. I bought groceries. I fixed the fence. I shoveled the driveway every winter at 5 a.m. because Dad said a man should handle the outside of the house. But now, apparently, I was a freeloader. Still sitting on the porch, I did something I never thought I would. I called Mr. Torres, the landlord listed on every tax envelope that came to the house once a year. Dad always said he handled all communication, so I never met the guy, but I figured I had nothing left to lose. When he answered, he sounded confused at first, like he didn't recognize the address I mentioned. Then he sighed. I'm guessing your dad didn't tell you, he said quietly. They haven't paid rent in almost 3 years. They kept saying a family emergency was draining their money, so I gave them time. I didn't know you were paying anything at all. My stomach dropped. So all that rent, all that sacrifice, it wasn't covering anything. It wasn't saving the house. It was lining their pockets while they spent weekends going out, buying new furniture and pretending everything was fine. Mr. Torres told me he couldn't evict me because I wasn't on the lease, but he could absolutely open the house for me since I lived there and had proof I'd been contributing. If they changed the locks without notice, he added, they broke the agreement. I'll head over. Driving over, he said he'd suspected something was off months ago. Late payments, excuses, weird stories about bank errors. But hearing that I'd been quietly paying the whole time changed everything for him. 20 minutes later, his truck pulled up. My parents watched from inside as he let me in with the spare key. The look on their faces was something I'd never seen. Cornered, nervous, guilty. Dad tried yelling, but Mr. Torres shut him down immediately. I'm changing the locks again, the landlord said. But this time, your kid gets the key. He's paid more than either of you. My mom gasped. My sister hid behind her. Dad turned red, but he couldn't say anything without exposing the lie. He tried to argue about family business, but the landlord didn't budge. You took his money, he said. Now you deal with the consequences. By midnight, they were packing their things. Not because I kicked them out, because Mr. Torres finally enforced the lease they'd been ignoring for years. Dad tried to walk past me, muttering, you ruined this family. But I just stepped aside and said, I paid for this house. I just didn't know I was the only one. They left in silence, and for the first time in years, the house actually felt like mine. No shouting, no guilt, no manipulation. They were messing with wrong guy when